Good morning. This is Radio Douglas.
Good morning. Your announcers. I'm just waiting for the music to go. Good morning, everybody. It is a bright and not so sunny Monday morning. Your announcers for today are Dr. Whitbeck, Mrs. Lareniga, and we have Mrs. Amanda Leah with us here this morning for Movement Monday.
Hi, Mrs. Amandalia.
Good morning.
Good morning. Today is Monday, April 27th, and the official Douglas time is 8:31.
We wish a hearty happy birthday this past weekend to Elena Daniel and Ella Jean. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Today a very happy birthday to William Price. Guys, you share your birthday with Samuel Morse, the inventor of the Morse code.
Oh.
And Casey Kasem, who created the music radio program American Top 40, and provided also, little known fact, the voice of Shaggy on the cartoon Scooby-Doo.
Who knew? Well, I'm glad that you have the Scooby trivia.
Yeah, well, Casey Kasem knew.
I also just want to say that I was off script for the first time ever. I remembered all the things I had to say to introduce our morning show. Props.
There you go.
The date, the time, I got it now. After 35 times, I can do it.
Mrs. Lareniga going rogue.
Real professional here.
It is now time for our Creative Kids segment, the Monday, April 27th edition. And of course, we start with...
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it.
And Mrs. Amanda Leah. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very, very well. Thank you. Do you want to say anything about your video and your test subjects?
All right. So I have two people here. It works best if you have two people. I bet if you had a big space and you had a ball and a wall, you could probably tap it off the wall to yourself. So if you don't have someone to play with. And if the soccer ball was a little bit flat, that might have helped a little bit with this one.
All right. You're not going to tell us what it is. It sets itself up.
Yep.
Got two people here. That's all we're getting.
Here we go. Oops. Ah.
Just
Two
kidding.
people there too.
And you need a skateboard.
Yes.
Georgia and Dylan are going to do a push-up position and try to tap the ball back to each other 10 times or more without messing up. Ready? Go. That was 3. Try again. That was 8. They almost did it. Let's give them one more try.
Oh, you're tough.
4. See if you can get to 10.
Oh my
Sounds
goodness.
great.
There we go.
I'm gonna go get my wife and see if we can do it.
Videotape that.
That'll be on tomorrow's edition.
Exactly.
Oh, that is excellent. Wow, that looks really hard.
It is hard. That one's not easy. Yeah.
They're heroes for doing this each week. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Maybe we'll send them
A lapel pin.
a Movement Monday lapel pin. All right, let's see what else is happening in the world of kids. Julia and Nathan assembled their own skateboards.
Whoa.
Yeah, that is so cool. And then they went off and did some skateboarding. I hope they were wearing all of the proper safety equipment.
It's so nice to see their faces. Hi, guys.
And
Look at that workshop. Looks pretty awesome to work in.
Right? Very organized.
Yes.
And then, of course, there was time this weekend for listening to books. Many people have the account to Epic Books, and it's always good to have a cat with you.
Mhm.
Alice made a kaleidoscope.
I wonder what that, like, what are the materials for that? What's on the end of that?
It looks like some plastic, maybe
Maybe.
cellophane.
Looks cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. There she is with her kaleidoscope eyes.
Aw.
Now, this weekend, so
Whoa.
across the street from me is a teacher at Douglas, you might know. Her name is Mrs. Hubble. And she had a cooler blocking the end of her driveway. And throughout the day, people were stopping and putting things in the cooler, and then the cooler sat. And my sons discovered, as they were outside doing something, that the cooler was full of cupcakes.
Oh man.
And so these families, these Douglas families, had a bake off, and these are the cupcakes that they made. And I'll go through it kind of quickly, but so here's cupcake number one from Elizabeth. It kind of reminds me of coral or a sea anemone with a little fishy, a little gummy fishy in it. I'm sure that's not what she had in mind, but that's what.
It's a lot of patience to do all of those particular dots of frosting. It's impressive.
Mhm.
We got one of these cupcakes because we are neighbors. And it's a sunflower. And look at the little ladybug right over here,
Cool.
hand dotted with black frosting. Now, everything had to be homemade. You had to make the frosting, you had to make the cake, you had to do everything yourself. This looks like a delicious key lime cupcake, maybe from Nora. Helen made this owl looking. Yeah, I think it's an owl.
Woo, woo.
Awesome job. Luella, look at the butterflies on there. That was
What are those?
butterflies.
I don't understand. They look like chocolate butterflies.
Yeah,
think
they
so.
did. They might
That's
be.
awesome.
Yeah. Our pastry chefs here in Acton.
Really? We should have a class when we come back, a cooking class.
They should just make us cupcakes.
Yes, obviously.
Grace and her classic chocolate vanilla iced cupcake.
Nice.
And Charlotte with some fishies in there. Yeah. Chloe with a delicious looking caramel like cupcake.
Ooh. Maybe
Mm.
for the ice cream social, she can provide the caramel.
The salted caramel cupcake.
Delish.
And Riley and that beautiful sugar coated flowery cupcake and her dog.
Yeah, all I see is that puppy.
And then the baking was done. The cupcakes were delivered in the way that I described, and then they judged them. And there's all the entries, the 9 entries.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
That's a fun way to spend your Sunday.
And they're the 2 that won Best Design and Best Tasting Cake.
Mm.
Yeah, because remember, you had to make the cake yourself. Like, could not be from a box. And then the Best Tasting Frosting. This makes my mouth water, right? Key lime. Oh, and that's it.
Nice.
Yeah, good job, guys. That was.
I really want to go make and eat some cupcakes now. They looked awesome.
And then you have to do the push up soccer.
I was just about to say the cupcakes and Movement Monday go hand in hand.
I wonder if you eat those cupcakes, how long you have to do the soccer game to burn that off.
Oh, a couple of days.
I think you might have to do like
Night.
crab soccer to get the heart rate up. All right, and to this day in history, in 1810, Ludwig van Beethoven composed his famous piano piece, Für Elise. And in case you don't know what it is, here it is. It is every childhood pianist's dream piece. So that was today. Today in history. Go figure.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
Good piece of information.
All right, we have a mystery reader. We had no mystery reader on Friday, but today we have a mystery reader. So let's see if we can identify who our mystery reader is.
Our family is like the branches on an old but sturdy tree. The leaves resemble people that make up our ancestry. The past has not been easy, and it could have made it fall, but the roots are cemented firmly for this tree to stand so tall. As time goes by, it's certain that the leaves will wither and wilt, but new branches of the tree will thrive on foundations they have built. Together we are stronger. It isn't hard to see that every leaf is needed to make this family tree.
That was a beautiful, beautiful reading. Thank you very much.
Yes, and you had nice long poem, plenty of time to try to figure that out. Yeah, with a very soft, melodic voice. Thank you, mystery reader. We will find out who you are tomorrow. Are you ready for trivia, Mrs. Lareniga?
I am ready for trivia. Let's go. So the question was about how many warriors fit inside the Trojan horse. Now, you could find answers anywhere from 11 to 50. So I went with 40, which was the source from DK Find Out, and I put the link in there in case you wanted to do a little bit more research to learn about it. But they say there were roughly 40 people hiding inside that horse that then attacked inside the city.
Wow, that's a lot of people.
I know. I can't imagine it smelled very good.
And they're adults in armor too. So
Yep.
I mean, you know, I'm trying to think of 40 of 40 adults. I can't think of
squished.
that. We can barely fit 40 adults in a classroom at Douglas.
Well, and if you look at the size, if that scale is true, those men are big. You wouldn't be able to fit that. I see what you're saying. You wouldn't fit 40 in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, interesting.
My dog's here again.
Hello. All right. So, do you have another question?
I do.
for us? All right.
I do.
Find out.
All right. What famous nurse in the late 1800s was I'm blocking the word with my pictures, was known for her night rounds and then designated as the lady with the lamp. She's a very famous nurse. And I wanted to just say thank you to everybody working in healthcare, working so hard to help everybody. And this trivia question is kind of a nod to those folks. And that is really her, by the way.
Huh. All right. I can't wait for tomorrow. We have so much to find out. Send us your creative kids things of what you did this weekend, even if
Yeah.
it was you were out taking a walk with your dogs or anything like that, or you playing. What did you call it, Mrs. Amendalia?
I guess push-up taps, we'll call it.
Excellent. Yeah, so send us your video of you playing push-up taps and if you can beat the experts. I think their record was 8.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, and so with that, we have now something entirely thought-provoking. Wrinkles should merely indicate where smiles have been, and that was Mark Twain.
Nice. I like that one.
Uh,
Nice way to shoot us off into the week.
Thank you, and we wish you a great week. Have a mysteriously motivational Monday. We will see you tomorrow.